Well, hey, how you doing? It's about five, well, maybe four, somewhere between 4 and 5 here in the deep green, and I'm in my neighbor's driving way. His Wi-Fi magically started working. Who knew? Anyway, so how you doing? Things you think can't get any weirder? Well, just you wait. I'd love to hear from any of you guys. Got the live chat on. Um, like I said, it's about somewhere between 4 and 5. I got about maybe 15, 20, 30 minutes of being on the show, and then I'm out of here. Um, it's going to get really cold. It was cold last night. It's supposed to be getting down in the 20s and such. And, it'll be okay. I'm going to go up and check some people Thanksgiving because the other people I would go have dinner with are like, used to be 40 minutes away. Now it's like 2.5 hours because the road doesn't exist. And I have to go all over the place to go see them. And they got the whole family and they're pretty bourgeois. And so I'm going to go up to people. This other guy I know, he's got a nice 4x4. So that's one of those kind of big golf carts with 4-wheel drive. I think they call them side by side. Anyway, we're going to bring a bunch of stuff up to a family who's stranded way up there. And when the big emergency, when we had helicopters, when we had a lot of assets, we stacked them up with a lot of stuff. So they got enough stuff to survive, but no house really. Their house is kind of, and they are old holler folk as grandma and the kids and the grandkids and the grandmas and grandpas are drunks and their kids are meth heads and the poor little ones. So that's the ones I'm going to go make sure they're okay. And the people aren't bad. They're just been treated like crap or like the other pretty much their whole lives, just like a good portion of the rest of the world's population. Really only 0.1% is bourgeois enough to be upper middle class, and then from them, the 0.1% of that is kind of people who think they're rich but they're not, and then the 0.1% of them are the people who are in the management class, and then the 1% of them are in the ownership class, and then the 1% of 1%. They own 98% of all assets, wealth, and everything on the planet. Even you, they own you. You are their ever-ready battery. You ever seen a movie, The Matrix? That's kind of where it is. I mean, they had to take, something liberties to make the movie, so it's not exactly what it is, but it's close enough to be a good metaphor. So, hey, here we are in 3 minutes and 42 seconds, and nobody's here, not even AI, and last show was pretty good. Go watch the last show. I think it comes up. So I'm all good. I probably won't be. Maybe tomorrow. I have to go into town and help a friend, so I'll be at someplace that has Wi-Fi. Maybe I'll do a show tomorrow. But then Thanksgiving, I'm gonna be gone, and probably until Monday or Tuesday, right? And the weather's supposed to be really squirrely, really cold, really, really, really. I hope in certain Gaelic communities and other, what people would call pagans, they have this kind of mythology. You get something brand spanking new, and if it's got a scratch, then it's good to go, right? If you're in a place that's threatening weather-wise, if you get early on in the change of season, something, so we had the event. That's pretty, and now we're going to have something else, and hopefully that'll be it. Hopefully this winter will be like all the others, mostly in the 60s during the day and, 40 or 38 at night, I can live with that, right? But when it's 30 degrees below zero for the whole friggin' week, now I used to be able to go to people's houses, but that road's gone, right? And half those people are gone. And so you will soon be gone too. So you ready? So what do you think of death? What do you think death is, right? You ready to die? How many times have you died? I've died 7 times already. Been shot twice. So anyway, I know getting shot, it was nothing. I mean, it blew off my palm. And I got a little grazed, a few more centimeters the other way. Could have been different. But that was just a little grazing, right? So a little bloody, but it wasn't that bad. A little of that, plastic skin. And talking about plastics, right? All the plastics have been made and have been on this earth. That's about 70 or so years. That much plastic right now, right here, right? Oh, we're recycling that. Well, not really. But in America, the concept of recycling is putting it on a barge and taking it to Micronesia and dumping it in the ocean. And then it ends up on those poor people's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful beaches. But they're going to be underwater soon, so who cares? But between now and 2032, the amount of plastic will grow by 1, meaning all the plastic that has been on this earth, that is on this earth, and has been made in the last 70 years will double in less than, 6, 7, 8 years, right? And then 5 years from that, it'll double that. And then 5 years from that, it'll double that. So by 2030, maybe 6, which ain't too far away, it will quadruple. Meaning it will be double, and then double that, and then double that. Everyone's going to be walking around in garbage bags, everything. I mean, I'm walking around. The clothes I'm wearing is basically a garbage bag. This is all made out of oil. So good luck with that, Hope you're happy with the world you got, And getting Donnie, you think that's going to change? I mean, it's going to change shit because he is going to take a sledgehammer to everything. But nothing will change. It'll just get 1,000 times worse. It'll be the same shit, same, bosses, same, like the Who, don't get fooled again, the old boss, same as the new boss, So I hope you like that, Now, you want to get a hold of me, have a nice little conversation, which a lot of people do. That's the dudeawake42 at Gmail, dudeawake42 at Gmail, right? And I look forward to hearing from you. Just as I would love to hear from, this show. It only works. It's not a monologue, Right now it's a monologue, because no one else is. There's zeros up there. So come on, hit the subscribe button and, like button and go from there. So I got a lot of, yesterday's show, I had a lot of information, but I also had a bunch of stories, and that's the way it should be. But I don't care. See, I care about you, right? I care about the individual. I care about the connectivity of love's co-creation, right? But the world around here, just an illusion, right? I've been rich, I've been poor, I've been all of those things that, what's his name? Mark Twain was, And so go see what he said about his life. It's a good, nice little statement about mine. So I'm going to die. The only thing you can be sure about is that you're going to be dead soon, right? And if you are down with it, then it's no big deal, right? Don't go for the light. Don't do that, If you want, you can have anything you want. When you die, you can be, if you're consciously aware and say, oh, I want to redo this life over again, except I want a few different things. I want to be really rich. I want to be this. I want to be that. Read people, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you can do that. And then you're conscious even more because you know what's going to happen just before it happens, and you can take advantage of that, right? So I've done that. And so the next one is, no, I'm ready for an upgrade, right? And I'm ready to, I realized a couple lives ago that this life is not about me, it's about the we in me, right? And I am a slave to love's co-creation. That's it, a slave, not a servant, not bringing cocktails on a tray. I'm there 100%. Right now, hey, I'm still a, egg muffin. And so I don't know everything, even though I can, twig a lot of stuff and I can see patterns and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm good at that. So, I can get out of harm's way and I can take advantage of this, that, and the other thing, because it's always in the service to love's co-creation, right? And the grace of Jesus Christ's unconditional forgiveness. So here it is, 11 minutes and 11 seconds. I love it when that happens. And just waiting for someone to show up. But I'm going to leave relatively soon if no one does, because it's getting a little nippy in this car here. And I still have to drive down a couple of crazy roads. And I like to do it when there's a little light, where I can see, so I can see. So I'm going to leave unless somebody shows up, and no one's seeming to show up. So I'm going to give it 15 minutes and 15 seconds, right? So a little quickie. Look at all the guys that Donnie's putting in this cabinet. Unfucking real, right? The last cabinet, he had all these corporate guys. Now he has chuckleheads that really, 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 that 1/10 or 1/10 or 1/10 or 1/10 own. They're in there now. And the one person who's the interesting person is Tazzy Gabbard. I'd like to see what she does. Everyone else is kind of a known agenda. And they put the moron guy who's a pedophile, drug addict, congressman, that they're going to have him as the AG. And that was just a front so they could get the girl in, the whatever that unicorn is. And pretty much all the really strange folk, like the guy they want to have, he got medals. Oh, that's nice. And so what did he do? Well, he led him. He was an officer. Oh, that's nice. What did he do? I mean, he wasn't even Lieutenant Dan, right? So he's going to be head of the Defense Department. Good on that. And that what does that mean? It means there isn't going to be a Defense Department very much soon, because right now, between Ukraine and Gaza and that neighborhood, we are going to have our ass handed to us. Just unbelievable. And I feel sorry for the 250,000 American youngsters who are going to die and be mutilated and not have a life after it. So I feel sorry for those guys, but that'll be the end. And we will have, Donnie wants to put tariffs on everybody. So, I got enough cans of beans to last a while. So, but pretty much everyone else, right? Everyone in my family, my brothers and sisters, they are bourgeois and they think they, are it, and everyone else is the other, and they got it covered. So good luck with that, kids. And everybody else, right? Anybody who believes in anything, good luck with that. The only thing you can do, right, to have a life is to have a life. And the only way you can have a life is to serve your fellow man. You are your brother's keeper. You are your sister's helper. If you're not there, forget about it. You're toast, right? And good luck with that. And everyone pretty much goes on and on and on about everything their life is. Yeah, I tell you stories about what I've done, but it's to give you a perspective, to give you a, I wonder about that, So, and don't believe a word I say. Here we are, 14 minutes and 56 seconds, getting there. No one's shown up yet, so I'm going to give it the old countdown, and I'll get back home. So Here it is, 15, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 11, 12. Good night. Say good night, Gracie. Good night, Gracie.